Hello, Mothership Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Apocalypse with me, BlueAnkylo. Today, time for another giant UFO. I'm actually not sure which one's a battleship and which one's a mothership. But anyway, we did one last episode, lost a couple brave soldiers, and today we shall attempt the other giant UFO. Perhaps with a little more caution this time around. We can see one of our biotransports, the Sky Ranger from Terror from the Deep, which I still have not properly named, about to land. Alright, the final new type of UFO, the only one that we have still not seen at all. Wish me luck. And I promise, this is actually slightly weaker squads, although probably better armor overall, because the first base kind of gets dibs on the best armor. But we've got more hybrids, which have generally not as great stats. So, slightly weaker, I might say. Looks like we start underneath the UFO. Yeah. So, finding a way up will be the trick into the UFO. We'll see what happens. So, one thing I want to do here, because this was the group that just dealt with the raid on our base. I'm going to go through as quick as I can so we don't waste too much time here and re-equip toxic guns for everybody. There's a couple people that can't fly, unfortunately, but I think most of the squad can. So what I'm planning on is taking to the air to preserve some time units here. Or, well, stamina specifically. You know the drill. Yeah, definitely the recruits don't have, the unnamed recruits still are walking. That's fine, we can leave them behind more easily because they're just the backups anyway. Alright, everyone's ready to go. I gotta remember to use some of these mini launchers one of these days. When carrying it around, I should put it down here so I don't forget about it. I should give a couple characters these sorts of weapons so we can try stuff out a little bit more often. I've got kind of a de facto build that I like, and because of that I don't alternate very often or experiment. So there's a tunnel here. Let's pick group 4 up if you can fly, and then fly this way. Not walk this way, fly this way. So, do we think that's a valid entrance into the UFO? Maybe. I don't know. Turn everyone to face that way. As happened during our previous mission, I'm not always 100% sure on how to get into some of these UFOs. Like this one's even got a building. I don't think I've ever seen this map specifically. So the actual breach and entrance phase is a little bit of a mystery for me. Right under the UFO. Stay there. And then the other groups. For now, we're just going to get closer in case there is a door here, although I kind of anticipate it to be the tunnel is the way in. So let's pick this group up if you can, fly. And I'll move over a bit. But we'll keep an eye out sort of around the hill. Maybe. I mean, it's a huge map, like goes up to about here. These giganto UFOs definitely take some work. It's gonna take some time, and I may have rushed the last one a little bit too much, where we breached our entry, and that's how Katie and Blanket died. I found a shortcut in, thought that would be a great idea. Did not think through. Alright, so why don't we take somebody like a no-name rookie and have them run down this tunnel a bit. That's the entrance right there, 100%. The question is, can we get there? Actually, we probably can. We probably don't have to take the tunnel. But people who can't fly should take the tunnel. And we'll have them kind of guard and work their way down, but I won't quite burn up all their TUs. Alright, so what I'll try to do here There we go. And then I can keep the rest of the group movement together to save some time. And yeah, we can't just fly over. Okay, good. Stop about there. We got kind of a side angle on the back of the UFO. Good, good. So group 1. So who is this that doesn't fly? Unfortunately, it is another no-name. Not a rookie, but... Okay, the rest of you guys back up this group. 7 people together should be enough for most small groups of aliens. And then that means the rest of the team, unless there's an entrance at the back, just needs to fly to the, I guess this is the front, technically. We'll have a quick check on this side of it. But I bet you there's only one way in. This side, I think, would be underground. The entrance is technically at this level, which is underground here. It would be right there. And there's no door there anyway. Okay, I bet you it's just a one-entrance UFO. That's fine. Or Running Man. Alright, that'll do. I'm happier that I found an entrance without having to waste 10 turns and split the party up really badly, so... I might take a little while to breach just to get everyone ready, but, you know, at least we're making some progress here. That last UFO was just kind of silly. The only way in was basically underneath it. Alright, so if you come through this cave, or tunnel that is, probably going to take position up around here. If you're flying... we can continue flying for now. For now, I'll sort of drop the lines around here with this group. It's probably better to land and then kneel, if you can. Maybe right there, sorry. Went a little bit too far. But I feel like if anything comes out of the UFO, this is our best spot for now. Okay. And then the other group, not counting one person, can fly as well, kind of give you some support. And then I'll need to start ending turns and listening to aliens so I can tell who's coming to get us. The good news here, if I haven't said it enough, is basically anyone that flies this way should have used very little to no stamina. So, you know, they're in position, ready to breach relatively easily without running out of juice. So this group's also pretty close. We're probably just going to be waiting for that one final group. We'll draw their line around here for now. Alright, and then finally, group number 2. We can just go full speed because we know they won't need to shoot anything if they're behind the other teams. And good, everyone's pretty much all together. Poppers show their face. And we got one shot, one kill. Well, 2 shots, 1 kill, whatever. Another popper. This does not concern me too much. Perhaps it should. Alright, 2 dead. So I'm not even specifically trying to wait them out. I'm just letting my people get here, basically, and they're already coming up to say hi. So we'll move about this far this turn, and we'll stop there for now. Oops. Misclick. Basically, this group, or these two groups, will sort of move together. Okay. The ones in the tunnel can basically stay there, because that's a fine spot. Then we can have this group move forward a little bit. What I don't want is for Popper to just move around the corner and blow up, or a cloaked Skeletoid or something to just take one step out and blast somebody, because we got too close here, so... That's my thinking with trying to stay, at least keep a little bit of space between us and the door. It also makes the gas strat work a little bit better if I feel like doing that again. And then my genius strategy for this team is to just fly them over here. I think we've got enough Overwatches ready that these guys can just make a dash for this area. Genius strategy, right? No one's ever thought of that before. Yeah, they're getting here with basically no TUs, but if the enemies start pouring out, next turn they'll be ready. Alright. And action. That's a door. We found another invisible Skeletoid. Our tunnel rookies are actually getting some good shots. Well, they're taking shots. That was an interesting sound effect. I'm not sure exactly what that was. Oh, these things, they've got fancy beam weapons. So it was I don't know if you saw, it was a different color laser beam. Well, let's see if we'll take any damage from the big guys. We don't get to see them shoot very often, so it's kind of interesting to me. I don't even really know exactly how their weapons work, so... Okay, so we have a decision to make. Do we shoot it out across the open? Or do... Like, I wonder if the Toxicguns literally do damage over time with Toxic. Because that would be pretty overpowered. But it seemed like the Skelath, you're fine. The Silicoid died at the beginning of our turn. Like, well, okay, it might not be poison. It was probably had a wound, like a bleeding wound, like when you're injured. And that must have done just enough damage to tick over. So the problem is, I could use the mini launcher, but I don't want to blow up the corpse, you know? Like, I want those. I think we're going to go for the exciting strat. Double checking there's no poppers right in front of me. Alright. There are lots of things to shoot in here. At least 5 aliens. Oh, and a new type of alien up there. That's excellent. Alright. Goal is to kill 1 or 2 of the big guys and then get out of the way. We got 1. And we got one of the poppers. I gotta preserve like 10 or 12 TUs. I was hoping you could get that extra kill. But honestly, for a rookie, that was a good start. That was a good start. And just get as far out of the way as you can. Okay. Next rookie. You're going into the breach. We're not sending in the valuable soldiers. The valuable. Okay, we found another floater. Basically, you could call these guys floaters. Maybe I could get that kill. Really good shooting. We may have to bring the actually good soldiers in to get some kills here. Alright, that was terrible. Alright, so this rookie is maybe not getting a promotion today. What about the third rookie? Maybe they can pull something off. They got more time units, so it's a bit more promising. Keep pumping it full of toxic. Assuming you're hitting it. I'm assuming you're not missing every single shot here. There we go. Alright, good job, new person. Now would you mind maybe hitting this thing for us? Couple hits. Not great aiming. Alright, well the rookies managed to clear the main entrance. I'm gonna keep the good soldiers back. And if we could kill the popper, that's all we really need to do right now. There we go. So that was a nice little snipe shot there from Leroy. That's what he's famous for. We might... Oh, there's another one right there. I didn't even see him. Sheesh. These things are so sneaky. Might have been good to have the rookies... Never mind. C. Jingles. Sniper. No line of fire. It might be too tight of a corner to get an angle on this guy. Might be willing to try a little bit of movement. Oh! You can... Look at that! One shot, one kill, Pixel. Pixel's like, don't worry about this, guys. I got it. Just moves up one step. Dead, one hit. That's what I want to see from my soldiers. Pixel. With the 70 accuracy stat and incredibly good reactions even. Yeah, that's how you get to be a captain. Good stuff. Fight off brain suckers with your willpower and then snipe skeletoids from across the map. Oh, there's another one back there too. Should have kept him... Right. There's no way we're going to get a line of sight through all this stuff. Let's just let them come out the door. If you come out to say hi, that's fine. Uh-oh. That's not good. Leroy! You got mind controlled! Everyone stop shooting him. He's fine. It's fine, guys. Just leave him alone. I wish you could turn off reaction fire for friendlies. Seriously, he's got lots of shields. Toxic gun ammo barely does anything. Just stop wasting your time. This is gonna take a while. Now, unlike brain sucking, we can get him back as long as we kill this thing before he dies. Which shouldn't be that hard if we just take a break. I think... And we might be getting through his armor slowly. Unfortunately, this is old school mind control where on the turn you take mind control, you also get all their time units. It's not like modern, more nice versions of mind control where the enemy doing the mind control has to wait a turn to actually get them. So, this is happening. One of the reasons I left the toxic guns equipped was so that we wouldn't kill people who got mind controlled instantly. If all we had was disruptors, he would have been killed long ago. Okay. Oh, there's two of them. That's great. So, I wonder what these things are going to be called. Obviously, they use psionics. I wonder if you can mind control someone who's been mind controlled. That's always the most important question. Okay, so he did not die. We'll see how his wounds look after we're out of here. I'm just curious. Control body. 64%, eh? I don't know what he's doing with his inventory. Stop that. Go back to normal. AI moving his stuff around. So he did take a little bit of wounds, but you can see how awesome... Well, unfortunately we lost a flying armor. That's why he was taking wounds. You know, 1 in 5 shots go for the body, and it actually destroyed his armor. His predator armor is totally fine. You know, tiny little bit of damage. Well, Leroy. Unfortunately, you have no time units left, basically. Well, rookies, this was the one that really did a terrible job. How about you go confront these nightmare creations? I don't care which one you go after, really. Let's go after this one. So these are kind of the same size as the, whatchamacallit, the behemoth things. They go up 2 squares, and they actually cover 4 squares. So they're like 4 by 2 size monsters. And they also have the habit of going invisible so you can't see them. They're also pretty tough. But they're not invincible. Oh, ran out of ammo. Used up all your toxic gun ammo? Jeesh. Well, that was not what I expected to have happen there. Friggin' rookies. Alright. Oh, that was like a missile launcher guy too, probably. Okay, so I would like to catch one of these. They can float, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. I'm not sure if the gas will get them. And obviously the mind control stuff can be really annoying. Wonder if we can... This guy's probably out of range. Yeah. So you know what? This does tell me one of the few uses for your psionic troops. You can mind control your allies when they get mind controlled. It'll almost never work against enemies, like aliens. But against humans who have bad side defense, sure, you can just trade off who gets to mind control who. It's great. Alright, well, I need like a robot that has a stun one, and we can maybe try... Alright, so just if I wanted to, Error, would you be able to get in there and do a couple stuns? I just want to see how many time units he'd have if he ran in there. We'd probably have... Doesn't say how many time units. It's 7 per shot if you don't have to turn. We can get... I think the corners tend to work. We could definitely get 3. Probably not 4. So we want it to be, like, fairly close to dead before we try that. So I want to hit it a couple more times. 3, 4, 5. Oh, I was going to stop on number 5. Oh, well. Maybe we'll find another one. We'll try to capture it instead. It's fine. That wasn't a great... That's not so good. That was not a very good opportunity for a capture. I just wanted to see if I could get lucky, basically. I figured it was worth a shot. But we'll try to keep someone who's got a stun grapple nearby in the future. And, you know, we've got a couple robots with stun grapples, so it'll happen. Alright, so... The Psymorph is dead, but we're still mind controlling, or controlled bodying, whatever you want to call it. Kind of interesting. Let's move people a little bit closer now. It's almost time to do the breach. We've got some people standing right in front of the alien doorway, so they're probably going to get shot to pieces. Let's try to get you out of the way, buddy. Oh, it reset all your controls. That's... interesting. I've never mind controlled someone back in this game before, so interesting what happens to all that. The AI moves their equipment around and then changes their AI settings a bit. Alright. Not that it's actually making these guys duck is a waste of time. Alright, everyone's in position as best as I can for the moment. Hopefully nothing else comes down the elevator and we're safe. I think we're safe. Alright, good. That gives me a chance to really regroup now. Anything right behind us? No. Okay. So, I assume that by now, if there had been brain suckers, they would have opened up and tried to kill us. So most of the weapons are going to be normal things that we've seen before. The new enemies, I don't think have weapons equipped, so don't have to worry about that. So there's nothing below this level. It's all up from here. I actually haven't seen this UFO very often, so I'm not very familiar with it. The larges in general, I'm not very familiar with, but I've seen the other kind more often than this kind. Oh, one of you guys is out of ammo, right? So my rookie, I burned through all of his shots. He's still got the disruptor cannon if I need it. In fact, I'm going to put him kind of at the back. I generally prefer the Toxigun. Alright. Let's move some more people in here. Alright, and everybody else can just come to the doorway. I've got so many soldiers here. I don't want them all crammed in too much. The worst case scenario would be someone gets mind controlled and then like drops a bunch of grenades on everybody and everything chain reactions. Pretty sure that's about the worst case scenario. Luckily, we don't really equip... Luckily, one of the reasons not to bring these is if you have these equipped and you get mind controlled, you know, good game. Basically say goodbye to whoever they shoot. So actually, one thing we can do, rather than use the elevator, because most people have flying suits, we can just hover straight up here, because it's a really open room. So we can go straight to this floor without having to go to the middle first, which actually should make a big difference. So let's have Pixel. Sometimes being the captain means you go first. Straight up top. Alright. Suspiciously empty. Now, I don't think... Is there another floor above that? I don't know. Anyway, we found some sort of arthropod along with some leg. I have no idea what weapon that is. Let's send one of the non-flyers up, because we got a straight path to there. Oh, we found a whole bunch of them. Alright, well, get to work. So what did this guy have? Okay, that's just what a rocket launcher type thing looks like. And that's what a disruptor cannon looks like. I might pick up that shield, actually. Alright, good job, rookie. May you survive to live another turn. And you know what? You can have that shield. Can we get some vision over here, please? Okay. We've got pretty good vision of this level. This is not a lot of cover, but it is some cover to this angle, and this little pillar's kind of blocking that all the way up a little bit, so good job. Good eyes, Pixel. Spotting for the team now. I guess maybe you can go up the elevator. Maybe we'll send someone even higher up. How would you like to go even higher, Fox? High up into the sky. Is it not actually a spot? I guess we can't actually go that high. Sorry, Fox. Tried to send you to the moon. Alright, well, we'll send a few people up. So there's a bunch of different entrances here. I'm gonna actually have Pixel check around this corner. Because he's got lots of time units. He can look around here fairly safely. We got, like, missile depots. This does go a long way, though, so that's as far as I'm going to send them and then send them back. Like, we're not going to go any much further than that. We're going to secure this room first, and then next turn we'll start moving out a bit. We'll just fly up, keep people a little bit spread out if possible, and if anything comes around, we'll have some shots at it. You know what? I'm pretty happy with this. If anybody comes from that angle, we've got some shots. Let's fly a couple over. Let's see. Kind of want to have a look. Oh, you can't fly. Well, geesh, what good are you? Who is this? Random no-name person who doesn't... Yeah, that's fine. So you can't fly. That's okay. I just want to have a quick look, see if anyone was, like, coming right at us from over here. Nothing obvious. Okay. I think... we'll just spread some people around up there. Save a few time units where I can. Honestly, seeing as you can just fly up. There's like little spots like this that are kind of neat. And that's all I'll send up for this turn. But we'll get the rest of the crew kind of ready to help out if we need it. These guys can all just fly up and participate. Well, most of them can fly up. Alright. We got another group of 8 ready to go. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anyone outside of base, but I think we're good. Let's see what comes out of the walls. Something. We've got a fairly good firing line. It's not very far away. We're on aim shots, so... come on, team. Don't let this guy get too close. Just kill him. You were also happy shooting up your friend, Leroy. There we go. Pixel gets a hit in. But only one. Skeletoid is looking a little bit frantic. And does not manage to do any damage. Cool. Did I actually... what happened to... I wonder if mind control means you really are gone forever. No, I moved him in here. Okay. No. There should have been, in this party, Leroy. What happened to him? Sorry guys, I'm a little bit confused. Unit freed from psionic control. He was somewhere out here, but what happened to him? I mean, he's probably... no, he can't fly. Because his flying suit's broken. I actually don't know where he went. Not like right behind us in here, is he? I hope he's not permanently dead. I thought for sure mind control was a temporary thing. Anyway, we gotta kill this thing first. Looks like you're up, Mr. CB. Not too bad. Let's go have a look where he came from. See if he had some friends. Nothing too scary. Luckily, none of those have exploded. This looks to be their shield battery or shield array, whatever you want to call it. Wow. I'm not even really using like an overpowered ammo yet, and we're getting one-shots on these things. That's gonna be a brain sucker. You wouldn't mind picking one or two of these up, would you? Just a couple? We'll send someone else to pick the other one up. Don't worry, Mr. C. We won't get you to Mr. C-C. Hopefully. Alright. Probably won't need the med kit. It's nice to have them, but they're probably not necessary. Alright, Soul Reaver. You look around this corner. Nothing. check this room out. I don't know what this is. Some sort of alien egg room. Found another one. A little bit far away. I don't think you're going to be able to deal with that one. It was definitely cloaked. Okay. So I think my solution here will be set up a couple people with his whatever reaction shots we can get. Somewhere around there. I'm not going to have a whole lot of reaction shots. It's enough. We'll have a few. No line of fire. So it'll have to move a little bit closer. We might get some shots on it. I think we'll be okay. It's almost more dangerous if something comes from behind, to be honest. Maybe I can fly someone up. Didn't mean to split quite so many soldiers to the same direction, but fortunately, I can make a little path here. Alright, it's really not very many shots, but we've got at least one person looking that way. Pixel doesn't have a line of fire here, unfortunately. That's okay. Let's check out one of the other areas of discomfort. Oh, look! He was coming for us. And I'm pretty sure he had a rocket launcher. Sure did. They're all getting rocket launchers nowadays. All the kids in their rocket launchers. Alright, I'm not going to go past this room. This is where we draw our line in the sand. You, no-namer, can group up and help out other no-namer. So glad we're sending in the rookies first. Oh, you ran out of time units. Well, that's good bait. Alright. Someone's got to go have a look this way. That someone is Error. So I'm thinking for this one, we'll group up outside the door a little bit. Just because it's kind of further away. Feels like this distance is much higher than this distance. Seeing as we've got one more person over here. We already know there's aliens in this direction, so... Alright, we might get a couple shots there, you never know. Alright, so we're gonna want... probably a couple more soldiers facing that direction. Probably gonna want one or two more heading down this way. We don't have anyone covering this direction right now. Just makes it harder for the aliens. Like, not only do they have to come up this way, they have to go all the way around the corner to get line of sight on these guys. So I figure that's a pretty good ambush. You're fine, right? Yes. So the least defended hallway is still these ones over here. See if you can make it over this way. Look at all those time units running around. Good job, Rodica. That's pretty much everybody. I mean, I still don't know what happened to Leroy. I hope he's not permanently dead, but I have a bad feeling. I wonder if my mind control actually messed it up. Maybe the game, maybe it wasn't programmed to handle enemy mind control, then allied mind control, and then killing the enemy. That should release him, you'd think, but maybe not. Or wait, no, there's 6 here. There he is. I've been using him all this time. Okay, I get it. So that was just really weird. I was thinking the numbers added up. Like, so what happened was, I guess when you mind controls a unit, it gets added to your squad. crazy. There is a way to reassign. There you go. Perfect. You're back in your correct squad. Not like it matters. Alright, someone was probably yelling at the screen telling me to check why that said 6. I noticed the 4, but I didn't recognize why that said 6. Okay. Neato. Okay, good. So nobody died. Mind control is broken. Now we're... Oh, you know what? There was one panic skeletoid somewhere. He might be the last one. So let's send in Soul Reaver, because he was the closest. He was the original spotter. And let's see if he can deal with it. Nothing to worry about. That's it. Well, look at that. We got a bunch of our rookies promoted up. And I think Gudrun actually skipped a level, maybe? No, she must have already been a squatty. Anyway, good job, everybody. No high-level ranks, but it's hard to get much higher than captain without quite a few agents and scientists. Because you need... assuming major's the next level... oh, shoot, I did that wrong. Hold on. Keep on board. Right. At the end of last episode, I probably mentioned that I needed to redirect this ship, and then I forgot it to do that. Actually, did they get any new... Well, I'm going to drop it off anyway, because I have to check if I captured any new aliens from that other mission, because I know we did here. I can't remember. I don't think there was, but we can check easily enough. Anyway, unless there's some infiltrations, that's probably it, other than a bunch of new research. Alien containment. So, what would be new? Oh, it's called a Psymorph. And we've already done all the Micronoid stuff. We've done the Megaspawn, so I think this is the last alien. We need to capture one alive, and that's the final research for another big breakthrough, which would be quite nice. You think the current Toxic ammo does a lot of damage. Imagine if we could finalize it to the ultimate form. Anyway, we will give our scientists something to do now that everyone's finished their missions. So, we'll start with biochemistry, and we'll do a Psymorph autopsy. Psymorph is a large mass of tentacles, straight out of Japan. I kid. Then we've got a couple quantum physics projects. So we've got a gigantic disruptor beam. That sounds good. And 2 more little ones. So, well, 2 more small projects, that is to say. Funny how we can sort of cut up and take apart the largest UFOs there are in the game in a small quantum lab. I find that a little bit interesting. So I will want... I guess both of those must have had a heavy disruptor beam. We probably have 2 of them, but we're going to have 1 of them left now. Let me just check the equipment. So in one of our bases, we have this kind of stuff, relatively standard looking loadout. In the other base, oh, they're not back yet. Let them go back. Check this out, send them back. Alien containment. Did we pick up anything important here? I guess we couldn't have. It would have to be a Psymorph, and today was the first time we ever saw a Psymorph. So they all get burned. And head on home. Okay, so... Wait. Oh. I don't know. Maybe that was a cultist? It might have been Life Tree, might have been cultist. Anyway, they got blown out of the sky. By our weakest ship. One of our... maybe I should just turn their disruptors off. The light disruptor beam is still too much for the taxis and stuff. It's pretty good. It actually might be one of the safer ways to deal with it, because it does probably less collateral damage because it's a weaker weapon. Although I don't think it's particularly accurate. Yeah, 50% accuracy is not amazing. So, we have one giant, large disruptor that's unresearched. Nobody can even equip it, so don't get your hopes up just yet. We must have picked up 2, and one's in research right now. We've still got these to research. Probably after the heavy disruptor's done. I bet you these will unlock. Probably. And that's pretty much it for vehicle weapons. So we saw this stuff. Same general loadout here. I will definitely need some more armor. Although I have been crafting it, obviously. I just have to go through and double check everything again. I'll probably need to do a little bit of Predator armor micromanagement. Especially for people who had their chest piece broken. Because, like, I don't have a spare right now. And some people lost their shields in those missions. And some people lost their lives. Oh, Nikolai must be new. Maybe when those two died, I automatically, yeah. I probably recruited 2 new ones to replace the dead people. But like Zach, you know, he lost his shields. At this point, we might as well have 2 shields for everybody to try to keep them safe. Everybody. Nikolai we'll worry about later. Tell you what, I'll give you one of these while I'm thinking about it. There's your standard loadout. Enjoy. Welcome to the team. Here's a gun. This one, Katie's Revenge. Oh yeah, so I renamed our dead soldiers, gave them new bodies. Sure, why don't you get that? Welcome back. You can get a flying suit, right? Lucky you. Must have had a couple spares. Let's see. Some shields are missing. I don't know. I hate doing all this stuff on camera. I don't mind showing it off for a second or two, but the longer this takes, the less happy I am. It's probably no big deal. I should just relax about it. It's cool. Right, you can't really have 2 shields and a stun gun. This guy's a no-namer. Paranoid Platypus, Big Smoke, Mr. CB. Sir Danny, one of the ones that lost his shields, actually took a small wound. It's neat, you can see life damage even with the shield equipped, which is kind of cool. It's good details like that. Like, the game gets a lot of things right. Don't worry when I'm complaining about things. Overall, I still think this is really well done. Especially for the time it was released. There you go. Congratulations, I remembered. So yeah, we still need more Marsec body armor. We do have a couple new brave recruits. I should probably assign them to the training, actually, as well. Because I will forget. Oh, he's not even in base yet. So those guys will be ours. There's one. Make sure he gets training when he gets into base. And the other guy was kind of the end of the list. Train when you get to base. Okay. So there's nothing else to set up, really. I got to do a little bit of agent micromanagement. And that was a pretty long mission, actually. That was a big one, right? That's been like 40 minutes. Wow. I kind of hope there's no infiltration, but let's just wait a couple hours, see what happens. We finished disruptor shields. That's good. I don't know what I was going to do after that. Well, we're going to be unlocking a new craft before too long. It will probably want more of these. Like, I think 2 each, I think. So crafting a couple spares is probably not a bad idea. Once those 2 are done, and maybe this, we might unlock another craft. It won't take too long. I was talking about building the disruptor bombs and stuff, but I know I just don't have a ton of spare money for that right now. I always say I don't have enough money, but like, stuff gets expensive, you know, like. Still no signs. Just want to get to the end of the day, maybe. See if anything happens. Nothing crashed, that's good. I should be saving it more often. Probably no infiltrations. So yeah, basically, we'll end the episode here. We've got new things to study thanks to that last UFO attack, which is really good. And I still need to capture an Psymorph, but otherwise we've basically done the biological tree. And I think we'll have the ability to research just about everything left on the quantum tree. So the real question is now, when do we go to the alien dimension? And the answer is soon. Maybe next episode, if nothing happens, if I can repair everything, get my agents all armed up. I think it's probably time to attack the first of the alien buildings. Also, of things to do that I want to do before we get to the end of the game, I want to do a couple really hilarious cultist raids where I bring like dimension missiles and just basically nuke everything inside their base. I like to do that once or twice, just to teach the cultists not to mess with us. Now that we're at nearly end game tech, we're nearly finalized with the tech, I want to really like show them what we've learned. One thing we could do here is sell some of our junk, just so you guys can see how much money we made. So if we go down, disruptor cannons, we don't need that many. I don't keep boomeroids. I'm holding on to my power swords. Actually, oh, is it? It's a new week. I probably forgot to go shopping with it, actually, didn't I? I don't know. I could definitely sell these. The ammo for these are actually worth quite a lot of money. I'm going to hold on to them, and maybe we'll just burn through a bunch of them when we go to the alien dimension one day. Hold on to those. We'll sell the cloaks, though, because I don't think they're really worth it. Medkits, we'll buy a couple more for each. We've got 7, okay. Bunch of medkits. The market's almost bought all the cyclones. Someone's been shopping. Alright, Marsec body units. 2 this week. How are we supposed to get everyone flying if you don't sell me more than 2? Too bad. I wish you could just craft the flying armor. Or that the disruptor armor just had flying with it. Like, that'd be nice. Alright, a couple more things to sell, maybe. Looking. Vortex, dimension launchers. We've got 8 dimension launchers already. I could definitely sell them if I need some money, but I think it'll be fun to show off later on, maybe. Not great for infiltrations. Not even close. Disruptor guns are bad enough for infiltrations. Toxic guns, grapples, mini launchers. Pretty much it. We could sell some of the weird stuff that the UFOs drop as well. I'm not going to sell disruption shields like ever. Have to research those one day. We probably could sell any spare light disruptor beams. So we've got a spare one of these. I think, you know, I've got one equipped on both biotransport. We probably won't use these for anything else, so we can get rid of stuff like that. Should be some missile type weapons at the bottom. I'm definitely going to try these 2 out. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the multi-bomb launcher. And that's about all we've got. Alright. The stasis bomb launcher. Yeah, that's the same thing, right? I said yeah. These 2 have some promise. The other ones maybe not so much. Anyway, that made us tons of money, so there's nothing to complain about. That was pretty awesome. And I guess it's a new week, so any good engineers? Or new day, that is, but no. The researchers, even 100, it doesn't matter at this point. We're so close to the end. Research-wise, I don't think I need to worry about that. So let's end the episode here. We finished both of our large UFOs, which might be the last 2 UFOs we do, because if we start sending our ships into the alien dimension to destroy everything, which is probably what I'm going to do, we'll just fly in with 4 of these guys and just try to kill everything in the alien dimension, which they probably can do. Like, they're pretty strong. I know this is like boring medium disruptors, but like they're good weapons. And then if I can sneak a biotransport in or 2, we can start the mission. So maybe that's what we'll do next episode. Anyway, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and have a great day.